you ever wonder how you can make a real positive impact? It turns out the answer isn't in grand gestures, but in the small, everyday actions that come from leading with love. Stick with me for the next few minutes and I'll show you how some small acts of kindness and compassion can create a ripple effect that really changes people's lives, starting with yours. Hi, I'm Simon Phillips, founder of the Changemaker Group and host of the Change Show with Simon Phillips podcast. It's great to see you. To help me help you and others, make sure you subscribe and click the notifications, like it, share it, do whatever you think would be valuable, and let's get this message out to as many people as possible. We're on a mission to create 1 million change makers. Come and join us. To show you the power of small gestures, I want to tell you a story about Keanu Reeves, that well-known actor who's potentially more famous because of his humility. He was once spotted on the New York subway, just like any other commuter. As the train rattled along, a woman got on. It was crammed and she was struggling to stand up, and very quietly, in an unassuming way, Keanu got up and gave her seat. He didn't realize he was being videoed. That video went online and went viral, showcasing his unassuming nature. The interesting part, of course, is in a world of celebrity excess, there was one of the world's biggest movie stars, gently and kindly just giving up his seat. For everyone around him in those environments, he is seen to be leading with love. And I want you to hold on to that as we continue with this video today. So I'm going to talk to you about 3 core principles that will help you bring this practice of leading with love into your everyday life. Those principles are empathy, kindness, and active listening. So let me explain why they're essential for building stronger connections and creating a positive impact. So let's start with empathy. They say that empathy is being able to walk in another person's shoes, or where it originally comes from, walk in another person's moccasins. But to do that, think about it, you really need to know that person. You need to have a deep understanding about what's going on for them in the moment. And the only way you'll ever find out is by asking and listening. So empathy really starts with listening as intently as you can, and then responding with understanding and compassion. So the second one is kindness. What's that all about? Well, yes, it can be helping someone. Yes, it can be offering a neighbor some support. But do you know what? It could be even simpler. It could be a compliment. When was the last time you actively complimented someone out there in public? There are so many opportunities to do this. Maybe the person in the shop has a great way of interacting with people or helping people as they put their shopping away. Maybe that Uber driver has a great way of making you feel really comfortable. Or maybe that waiter or waitress in a restaurant is fantastic at making sure you have everything you need to really enjoy your meal. The slightest compliment can absolutely make someone's day. And of course, there's a little ripple effect that happens when someone feels that joyful. Maybe they were having a bad day before your compliment. Maybe now they're going to have a brilliant day because somebody's noticed something that they were doing great. Whatever it is, it costs nothing to be kind. And the final one is active listening. Now, I'm not going to run through a list of all the things you need to do to listen actively, but I'm just going to comment on one. These days, we're almost inseparable from our phones, aren't we? So active listening is not just hearing, it's letting the person know who's talking to you that you are actually paying attention. If I'm busy scrolling and someone's talking to me and I might be going, yep, I'm not really paying all that much attention, am I? And the person doesn't feel heard. So in terms of providing that sense of personal leadership with love, all I've got to do is put my phone down, turn to the person speaking to me, and really pay attention. It sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? But I guarantee you, if you do that with someone that's speaking to you, they will feel so much more heard, so much more important in your life. Okay, that's it. Empathy, kindness, active listening. Get those three things right, and you can start leading your team, your community, your family. You can lead them all with just an element, a pinch of love. So here's a little task for you. Which one of those are you going to try and put into your routine this week? Whichever one you choose, make sure you report back here and tell us how you got on. Or set yourself a goal. Can I compliment at least 3 people every day? Whatever you choose to do, never underestimate the power of small change. Speaking of change, I was watching a video about a woman who paid for the person behind her in the Starbucks queue at 7 o'clock in the morning in St. Petersburg in Florida. 11 hours later, 378 people had paid it forward. Can you imagine how the community in St. Petersburg felt that day? Share your stories, not just of the things that you do, but the things that you've experienced. Let's share some good news. Let's show the compassion that is actively out there everywhere that we look in our communities. And I'll see you back here next time. Take care.